A double dose of cinematic sadism. As you can see, Morgor is very busy dusting up the mausoleum in preparation for a big, important Wednesday night, or as we like to call it here at the mausoleum, Hump Day. This week, we have a special treat for our audience. It is International Night here in the Movie Mausoleum. Morgor and I are pleased as pythons to present a double feature from Paul Naschy, also known as Jacinto Molina, the Lon Spainy of Spanish horror, or as we like to call him, Lon Spainy. We will see Senor Naschy starring in both of tonight's films, Revenge of the Mummy and Furry is the Wolfman. Sorry, what's that, Morgan? Oh, right, I'm sorry. No, Fury of the Wolfman, yes. Fury of the Wolfman, my mistake. Clearly, it's a memorable one. And, as if International Night were not enough, we have a special bonus for our viewers this evening. There will be a special guest joining us in the mausoleum. Morgor has worked very hard. Very, very hard indeed in securing tonight's guest. Isn't that right, Morgor? Our guest has traveled a great distance in order to be with us tonight. And I have a hunch that our guest is waiting right outside that door. Am I correct, Morgor? Well, then without further ado, Morgor, please, let's not waste any more time. Bring in our special guest.
Hola! ¿Cómo está, hermano?
Morgor! What in the world is this? Who is this?
Me llamo Voldemort, el Hombre Lobo! Woohoo!
Morgor, you idiot! You're part of a Spanish werewolf? That's the special guest? That's not who I told you to get! It's bad enough we have to watch the movie! Well, I don't care if he was less expensive. He's gonna shed all over the table. I want him out of there! Get rid of him! Now! I am so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize for that little incident, and I especially apologize to our Latino and Latina friends who might be in the audience for perpetuating ethnic stereotyping. The good news, though, is that I can see our actual guest is indeed in the audience. She has had a long career in film, radio, television, and the comedy club circuit. Of course, you probably know her best as Stella, the Maneater from Manayunk, star of the classic TV show Saturday Night Dead, and Philadelphia's favorite horror hostess, and, I might add, a member of the Horror Host Hall of Fame, along with Elvira and Roland, also known as Zachary. Folks, please help me, join me in welcoming to the stage Ms. Karen Scioli.
Schlock and Morgor. It's a pleasure to be here. Hi, everyone. I feel so at home with all this schlocky stuff, you know? Takes me back to the old days. So we have Saturday Night Dead fans. I've met some of you before the show, right? Saturday Night Dead fans? Amazing! I can't believe it. It's been a long time. So I'm thrilled to be here supporting fun stuff like this. I love PhilaMoca. And you're going to see some like really bad movies tonight. Yeah. So that's it. Does anybody have any questions? We have an aspiring horror host in the audience tonight, right? The new breed coming along. So I want to wish you the best of luck. Break a leg, break a hump, whatever. So, any questions for anybody? Yes. Cool.
How long did Saturday Night Dead run?
Our show was on from 1984 to 1990. 6 years. So that's a long time, yeah. Long time for an acting gig. So, anybody else? Any other questions? Yes?
Did you write your bumpers, or did you just go with the script?
Did you like them? Yes, I wrote them. We wrote the script. You know, they didn't tell me when I auditioned for the part in 1984. Philadelphia threw a big I called it the Search for Gone with the Wind. It was like they threw a big publicity stunt thing to look for a horror host. They bought all these cheap movies and they wanted to package them with a host. And Philly, of course, tradition has it, male host. We had Roland, who was John Zachary, and then Dr. Shock. And then they decided, since Elvira just started going on the air in California, that they would go with the cleavage. So they had a big audition. A whole bunch of people came out to audition. I got the part. I didn't know I'd have to write it and everything else. So, but I had all these great ideas, which I used up in the first show. So I had to like stretch it out for 6 years. But I had a really fun cast that worked with me on a regular basis. Bob Bilbrough, Hives, my butler Hives, remember him? And Glenn Davish, who played everybody else, about 100 characters, including Cousin Mel. He's one that wore the yellow slicker and cried all the time. And he was Dr. Schuylkill, and Mario Al Dente, the spaghetti western director from Italy. It was fun, so yeah. I forget the question. Did I answer it? I don't know. Okay, good. Anybody else? Any other? Yes?
When did filming take place during the week? Were you in?
We filmed every Monday night. We would do a little bit in the afternoon, in between whenever they shot the news, because we shot in the studio. They would set my setup on Mondays, and then over here in this corner they would do the news. So I lost my crew when the news came on, and then we came back and we shot for about, it's called live on tape, so we shot from 8 to 10 at night. Pretty much just rolled right through. My show consisted of about a half hour worth of really horrible comedy, so, you know, and it took us 2 hours to do that. It's great fun.
And so each week you would get one show in...
Yes, so we would shoot on Mondays for the Saturday coming up. And after my first year, we only shot during the ratings months. So a lot in the fall, and then May and July. So that was it. Lived on reruns. Yes?
Are you also from Manayunk or just
Stella lives in Manayunk. She's still there too. You know, she's high on the hill. You know that place, right? Yes. I am a Philly girl though, so born and raised in Philadelphia. But Manayunk is my adopted town, so I'm proud to say I was the Grand Marshal of the Canal Day Parade 3 years in a row. So that was fun. Yes, thank you. Anybody else?
Do you have other DVDs available on your website? Or?
I don't, because the truth is they don't really belong to me. They belong to CBS. So this is bootleg, so don't say anything. Okay, you will not leave these 48 walls. Right. Okay. So I don't. But on my YouTube channel, Karen Cioli, I do have some shows up there. I put, every once in a while, I'll sneak another. My husband is an editor, so he renders them and gets them all ready, and he puts them up once in a while. So you can see some, I think about 3 or 4 are up there now. So you can have your own little Saturday night day, right? Yes. It's pathetic if that's what you do. You have nothing else to do on Saturday night. I am sorry. I apologize. Anybody else? Yes?
Did you have any interest in horror films either before you did this?
Big fan. I was a big fan. Not as big a fan as... I was a bigger fan before I did Saturday Night Dead. I grew up like all of you as a kid, you know, watching the horror host and going to the matinees, and I loved them. The Roger Corman ones and those beautiful Technicolor ones with Vincent Price and House of Usher and all that stuff. Loved them. Big, big, big fan. When I became, it's not like I wanted to be a horror host. It wasn't something that I thought I would grow up to be. But I was an actress, so I auditioned, and I thought, this is great. How much fun. I love horror movies. Well, after about the first 6 months, I said to my producer, I can't watch these anymore. That's it. I'm not, you're going to have to watch them and tell me what they're about. I mean, we really had some bad stuff. And I would get letters from fans who would say, you cut off 5 minutes in this scene where I mean, they were really, really avid fans, so, you know, it was great. So, anybody else? I think we're almost ready. Are we ready for the...
We're almost ready. I have one last question.
Yes.
How did you get
Rip Taylor to appear on Saturday night.
Oh my God, I can't believe, you remember that show? He was performing in Atlantic City. And Rip Taylor, of course, he probably never sleeps, you know, he has a great show, and we were able to get my show in Atlantic City, so he found my show on television and used to watch it in his dressing room or something, and he was a fan, and he would say, oh, I love Stella, you know. So my producer found out, Stan Gabel, and he was like, you're never going to believe who's a fan. So we invited him on the show, and he said yes. We couldn't believe it. We went out of our minds when he was coming on, but he was very, very nervous because he wasn't used to somebody providing a script for him, because believe it or not, we had a script, because we didn't have time to improv. We improv during rehearsals. So he was a little nervous, and he was very, very diva-ish, you know. Well, we fell in love with him. Once he got out there, we invited a little audience, which made him feel a lot more comfortable, and he was hilarious. He was hilarious, and we went to see him in Atlantic City, and after the show, he invited us back to the dressing room and everything, and someone had given him a flower basket, which was, it was as tall as me. It was huge, and it was tacky, hideous, horrible, and we were leaving and said, oh, here, Stella, this is for you, take this. I'm like, oh, no, really, that's okay. No, take it. So I had to take that big, ugly thing home with me. But he was great. He was a lot of fun. We all loved him, yeah.
Any final questions from the audience?
Any final questions? Oh, yes, yes, they are real. Unlike Elvira's, hello. Thank you so much. It was nice meeting all of you tonight, and this is great. I think you're going to get some really fun movies and old commercials and everything.
That's right.
Yes.
You're going to help us give away some prizes, right?
Oh, yes.
Right?
Okay. Sure.
Morgor, tickets. Someone has the ticket stubs.
Oh, so it's like a raffle?
It is a raffle.
Oh, I love raffles. Morgor, how you doing, Morgor? Yes, don't get too close to me. Stay back there.